Danielle McKenzie, Jason Blair, Melissa Hunt, Louis Williams.
Here.
Adam Webb.
Here.
Mark Ham.
Here.
Glenn Lewis.
Here. Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. The consent docket is item number 2. Item A is receive and approve the minutes of the regular city council meeting held December 5th, 2022. Item B is receive the minutes of the regular Parks Board meeting held November 1st, 2022. Item C is approve and ratify claims and expenditures for FY 2022-2023 in the amount of $3,160,803.85.
I'll make a motion that we approve the consent docket.
Second.
Thank you both. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote, please?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 3 is consider approval of a lot split located in the southeast quarter of Section 13, Township 10 North, Range 3 West, being north of Southeast 4th Street and west of Bryant Avenue. Application by Shirley Wells, Community Development.
Mayor and council, this item is located on Southeast 4th Street, just west of Bryant Avenue. The applicant does own about 10 acres of property that's zoned R1. They're wishing to split the existing home off of the larger acreage to sell, and they will eventually be coming back with more lot split requests as they continue to sell the property at this location. They do have access to water and sewer, and it does meet all of R1 requirements. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote? There's no other discussion.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 4 is consider approval of a contract addendum to the disposition and development agreement with the Curve Apartments LP and NHC Moore Curve LLC.
Mayor and council, the Curve is requesting an addendum to extend the construction completion deadline. The construction of the buildings are extremely close to being completed, and the building official is confident they can get the last few remaining items completed by the end of the year. However, the site improvements that are still needed to issue a final certificate of occupancy will exceed past the end of the year. These site improvements consist of the site striping and crosswalk repairs, reseal joints in the sidewalks and street, chase and seal the cracks in the parking lot, and replacement of identified dead trees located in the park and around all 3 buildings. Because these items are weather sensitive, both the city and Belmont agree that it would be best to wait to finish the improvements when the weather is consistently warmer. Because of the weather factor, we are asking the council to amend the addendum for the new completion date to be April 28th of 2023 instead of March 31st, 2023. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Brooks, I know we've had multiple issues with this project. Is the city staff been okay with the progress? I know the inspections, the fire inspections, I think there were some issues. Have all those things been addressed? And I just want these places to still look good 20 years from now.
Sure. Mayor and council, I mean, there have been continuous issues with the inspections, and we've towed the line that, these things have to be completed and completed properly. So that's why this is carried on as long as it has. They are in a position to where we think tomorrow they will have completed 2 or 3 other things that will allow for a temporary certificate of occupation. And then they've been given a list of numerous things that need to be completed by April 28th in order to get the full-blown certificate of occupancy. So we're getting close to the end here, and I mean they've had to redo some things, on more than one occasion, just so it meets code and meets our standards. So you know, they're ultimately they're doing what they need to do.
So we be ready to start leasing out the last building then?
Yeah, they have a wait list, so they
Okay.
have all units spoken for in that last building, with a wait list.
Okay.
So,
Okay. I make a motion that we approve.
All right, thank you.
Brian, we need a motion to amend
Oh.
from March 31st to April 28th first, I believe, and then you can vote on that.
Okay, anybody want to make a motion?
Okay,
to
I
do
make a motion that we amend the date as spoken. So,
31st to April 28th?
yep.
A second?
Thank you. We have a second?
Yeah, he just did.
Oh, okay.
Adam.
Thank you. Would you call for the vote, please?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes. Now going back to
Now I
the,
make a motion that we approve item 4.
all right, thank you. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second?
All right, we have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote, please?
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 5 is consider approval of change order number 1 in the amount of $5,380 for additional traffic control days and the addition of a GeoGrid mat to support a port subgrade for the Ward 1 Residential Street Improvements Project.
Mayor and council, change order number 1 deals with the Ward 1 residential improvements, Kelsey Drive and Timber Creek Way. And what we encountered there were some subgrade soils that were very thick clay, gumbo-type material. And so we needed to do a change order to add some support to the subgrade system to support the driving surfaces. And what we're doing is we're adding a GeoGrid, which will provide some strength. It's kind of a plastic, a small plastic mat that provides strength. And so the other item was on Kelsey Drive. We only had 120 days to complete the construction for that in the original contract amount. And it's very clear that that was probably, which would have said that we would have been done in September. It's going to, we're still in the process of finishing up the construction, and so we needed to address the traffic control items, which were a dollar amount for each day.
Okay.
And we would recommend that you approve the change order for 5380.
Make a motion to approve?
Second.
All right, thank you both. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote, please?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 6 is consider approval of change order number 1 in the amount of $5,268 for the removal of concrete driveway and the addition of a GeoGrid mat to support a porous subgrade for the Ward 2 residential street improvement projects.
Mayor and council, this particular project, or this ward included Nottingham Way and Hillcrest Drive. And on Hillcrest Drive, we ran into the same type of soil for a small area. And so we're doing the same thing. We're adding a GeoGrid to provide support and strength so that the street will last longer and have more support. The other item that is on this particular change order is because there were so few drives on Hillcrest, the plans just showed a removal amount for the street and the driveways back to the right-of-way line, all as one item. However, it did not have a pay item for concrete drive removal. We had a particular drive that, in order to meet ADA requirements, we had to go a little further back, closer to the house, and replace that drive to have a better slope for the property owner, and that's the $16 per square yard price. And together, the overall cost would be $5,268 to make those adjustments and improvements.
Okay, Jerry, I just have one quick question on Hillcrest.
Yes,
That's off of 27th, runs back to the north, is that right?
that's correct, between Cass and
And there's
27.
there's a little, I haven't been over there in a while, but there's a little street that runs back to the east, has like 2 or 3 homes on it.
Yeah, there's actually about 4 or 5.
Or
yeah.
are we
We're-
paving
we're-
that, or are we
We are going to incorporate that into the project. We've talked to the bond, our bond counsel, and they said that if we have the funding available for that, that we can utilize
Okay.
that. And it looks like we will, and so we'll take care of that little street too.
Okay.
It will not be curb and gutter, but it'll, it'll be concrete
Gravel
street.
right now, so.
Yeah, so it'll be a concrete street, and it'll have an invert so that it'll address the drainage too.
Okay, great.
That'd be
Well, I would
great.
make a motion that we approve the item.
Okay,
Second.
thank you both. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote, please?
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 7 is consider entering into a maintenance, financing, and right-of-way agreement with the State Department of Transportation, financing a not-to-exceed STBG UZA estimated cost of $324,090 for the pavement marking of 19th Street striping corridor project in the Moore project number J358040004AG and state job number 3580404 and authorize the mayor to execute the agreement.
Mayor and council, items 7 through 10 are all essentially the same item, except each item has its own individual contract. What these are is contracts with the Department of Transportation, where we had applied for ACOG funds. We were able to receive some of those funds, and each of these items will have the not-to-exceed dollar amount that the state will provide, and then the amount that we will provide to complete the project. The city's responsible for engineering, right-of-way acquisition, and utility relocations, and the state will fund construction purposes, or construction of the roads, up to their not-to-exceed amount. With all 4 of these projects, we're receiving $11,211,705. This particular item, number 7, is the 19th Street corridor, Santa Fe to Eastern, and it's just the striping of that corridor. This particular item, the state is paying 100% up to an amount, and it looks like our latest cost estimate is such that the city's share on this particular item is nothing.
Okay, great. I'd make a motion that we approve the item.
Second.
Thank you both. And I would like to say thank you to the Department of Transportation for helping us out on all these projects. With that being said, would you call for the vote, please?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 8 is consider entering into a maintenance, financing, and right-of-way agreement with the State of Oklahoma Department of Transportation, financing a not-to-exceed STBG UZA estimated cost of $1,751,123, and the city financing not to exceed the cost, or the estimated cost, of $437,781 for the Eastern Avenue Southeast 4th to Northeast 9th Street project in Moore, project number J358020004AG and state job number 3580204, and authorize the mayor to execute the agreement.
This particular project is mainly a streetscaping type project and some landscaping. There will be a right turn lane for southbound lanes going southbound on Eastern, turning onto Southeast 4th Street.
Okay.
The state's portion, they pay 80% of those funds, and then the city's portion of $437,781 is 20% of that, based on the current cost estimates. We would recommend that we accept and sign the agreement.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All right, thank you both. We appreciate it. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote, please?
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 9 is consider entering into a maintenance, financing, and right-of-way agreement with the State of Oklahoma Department of Transportation, financing a not-to-exceed STBG UZA estimated cost of $7,167,132, and the city financing at an estimated cost of $1,751,123. $781,783 for the Northeast 12th Street and I-35 to Eastern Avenue project in Moore, project number J3-5370004 AG, and state job number 353700405, and authorize the mayor to execute the agreement.
This particular project goes from I-35, from the I-35 service road on the east side to Eastern Avenue, includes the entire intersection of Eastern Avenue, including going south from 12th Street down to 9th Street where the other project ends. It's a complete reconstruct for the most part, and that's why our 80% from the state is almost $7.2 million. Our share is about $1.8 million for the 20%. And we would recommend approval of the agreement.
Do you have a start date?
Tentatively right now, there is we're not looking for a bid letting date until, the summer of 2024 right now.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
quite a
okay.
ways.
Okay.
It's down the road
All
at this
right.
point in time.
Thank you.
This also includes a portion of the BNSF Railroad for the sidewalk and the bike path.
Yeah.
And the pedestrian walkway. We're not allowed to construct that, and so part of this fund's $14,000 for the city. We have to pay up front as soon as it's approved to the ODOT so that they can pay the railroad for their portion for construction and maintenance.
Okay. All right, make a motion that we approve it.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? If not, would you call for the vote, please?
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 10 is consider entering into a maintenance, financing, and right-of-way agreement with the State of Oklahoma Department of Transportation, financing a not-to-exceed STBG UZA estimated cost of $1,969,360, and the city financing an estimated cost of $492,340 for the intersection widening at the Southwest 19th and Santa Fe Junction project and more. Project number J3-6149004 AG, and the state job number 3614904, and authorize the mayor to execute the agreement.
This particular project simply is just taking all four legs of the intersection of Santa Fe and 19th Street and widening such that we can add dual left turns in each direction. It backs up so far that they block off one of the through lanes waiting to get into the turn lane, and so by dual left turn lanes, we'll have more stacking and the ability to improve the efficiency of the
Great.
intersection.
Make a motion that we approve.
All right, thank you.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? If not, would you call for the vote?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 11 is consider adopting resolution number 4622, supporting the appointment of Brooks Mitchell to the District 8 seat on the Board of Directors for the Oklahoma Municipal League, declaring said appointment to be for the benefit of the city of Moore and other municipalities within the district, and declaring the mission of the Oklahoma Municipal League to be for the public purpose.
Mayor and council, the District 8 seat has become open again, and so just felt it would be good if the city had some representation on there, and having served on the legislative committee with OML, felt like I could present my name, and since I've got an OML resume with that service, would be an acceptable candidate, so would appreciate your support.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we would approve the appointment if OML elects.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you both. We have a motion and a second, and I can't think of anybody that'd be better for that position, Brooks. So with that said, would you call for the vote, please?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Item carries. Item number 12 is consider approval of applications for stop-loss insurance with Iron Shore Indemnity Incorporated to be administered by Assured Benefits Administrators, Inc., effective January 1st, 2023 through January 1st, 2024.
Thank you. Mayor and Council, Human Resources is requesting your approval of an application for stop-loss insurance for the period of January 1st, 2023 through January 1st, 2024. Our consultant, Gallagher, was able to get us a competitive rate, very comparable to our most recent coverage period, and staff recommends approval.
Okay,
Make a motion, we approve.
Second.
thank you both. We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion on this item? If not, would you call for the vote, please?
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. At this time, we'll recess the city council meeting and convene the Moore Public Works Authority meeting. Item 13 is the consent docket. Item A is receive and approve the minutes of the regular Moore Public Works Authority meeting held December 5th, 2022. Item B, ratify action of the city council regarding application for stop-loss insurance administrators, Inc., effective January 1st, 2023 through January 1st, 2024. Item C, approve the second renewal of the Cobra Administration and Consulting Contract with the commissions and fees disclosure statement of the Administrative Services Agreement between the Moore Public Works Authority and the Assured Benefits Administrators, effective January 1st, 2023. Item D is approve and ratify claims and expenditures for FY 2022-2023 in the amount of $505,139.86.
I
Motion to
would
approve.
make, and I'll second Louis' motion.
Thank you. Would you call for the vote, please?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes?
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 14 is consider approval of excess public officials and employment practices liability policy with Hudson Insurance Company in the amount of $42,342 with Glenn Harrison Associates as the agents.
Mayor and Council, this is a renewal of our excess public officials and employment practices liability policy. This year, the premium is going to be $42,342. It's a little bit more than $2,000 than it was last year, which is about a 5% increase. We recommend approval, and Dan Creamer, I believe, is here. I saw him come in. He is here to answer any questions that any of you may have.
Okay,
Make a motion, we approve.
Second.
thank you. You guys have any questions?
Nope.
If not, would you call for the vote?
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 15 is consider approval of a property and contents insurance policy through OMAG and excess property and contents policy through Homeland Insurance Company, an excess flood policy through Voyager Indemnity Insurance Company, physical damage coverage for the state sanitation trucks, mobile command unit, fire trucks, and other certain vehicles with Great American, and a cyber liability policy through the underwriters at Lloyd's with the total premium amount for all the policies in the amount of $612,123.02 with Russell Hollingsworth of Dillingham Insurance as the agent.
Mayor and Council, this is a renewal of our property insurance. We have roughly $175 million worth of property, and how we do this is we have our primary property insurance covers the first $100 million, and we have our excess property covers the remaining $75 million or so. We also have the excess flood insurance as well. We have a separate policy that covers our sanitation trucks, the fire engines, some of our the larger vehicles that we have. That's a separate policy as well. And we are also have the cyber insurance that we started last year. This is a renewal of that. It's the exact same coverage for the cyber policy as last year, same rates, nothing has changed there. Last year, our premium was $573,000. This year, it's $612,000. The main reason for this is the general cost of insurance has gone up, especially with the property insurance. We did have two large claims for our sanitation trucks in the last year, so that has increased our premium there. But the good news is we are planning on receiving, I'm going to call it a rebate or refund. If we do not have any property claims, which we had not in the last year, we get a 10% rebate. So we are expecting between $35,000 and $40,000 as a rebate from last year. So that's going to be coming our way within the next couple months or so. Recommend approval.
Make a motion to approve.
Second the motion.
Thank you both. We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion on this? If not, would you call for the vote?
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. At this time, we'll recess the Moore Public Works Authority meeting and convene the Moore Risk Management meeting. Item 16 is the consent docket. Item A is receive and approve the minutes of the regular Moore Risk Management meeting held December 5th, 2022. Item B is approve and ratify claims and expenditures for FY 2022-2023 in the amount of $284,252.02.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you both. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote, please?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. At this time, we'll recess the Moore Risk Management meeting and convene the Moore Economic Development Authority meeting.
Would you call for the roll, please?
Danielle McKenzie, Jason Blair, Melissa Hunt, Glenn Lewis.
Here.
Adam Webb,
Here.
Mark Ham,
Here.
Louis Williams.
Here. Item 18 is the consent docket. Item A, receive and approve the minutes of the regular Moore Economic Development Authority meeting held November 21st, 2022. Item B is receive and approve the minutes of the special Moore Economic Development Authority meeting held November 7th, 2022.
Make a motion to approve.
Second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote, please?
Glenn Lewis.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes, item passes. At this time, we'll recess the Moore Economic Development Authority meeting and reconvene the city council meeting.
All right, thank you. Let the record reflect that all the members that were present before are still present. And item A is citizens forum for items not in the agenda. We don't have anyone signed up. Would anyone like to speak? Okay. Any items from the city manager, or excuse me, the city council or trustees?
Brooks, I just have one thing. The properties at 27th and I-35, the Old Pickles and the Barnesville Estate and the heating and air, are they close to tearing that down? I mean, it's become quite the eyesore. I know we're having a problem with homeless people breaking in and spending the night, and it's just needs to be
Yes,
gone.
no, they, Quick Trip had a issue with OG&E disconnecting the power at one of the facilities, and that has happened, and I've been advised by Quick Trip that they have a construction company on contract, so
Okay.
it should happen fairly soon. I've been waiting for a date. My guess is the holidays are slowing things down a little bit, but it should happen before too long, and as soon as I get the date, I'll forward it to the council.
All right. Thank you very much.
Did we get our training activities done over there?
We did.
Okay, good. It looked like to me they had. I just wanted to make sure. So the one issue that I called about on Main Street and the driveway thing, have we made any progress on that?
Yes, I met with the property owner last Thursday, and we worked out what we're going to do.
Okay.
And he's very pleased with what
Excellent. That's all I need. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? If not, item C is items from the trust or city manager.
Mayor and council would like to congratulate the fire department on another successful Santa Express campaign. They assisted 175 families and 507 kids for this Christmas season.
Good job.
Would also like to congratulate the police department with another successful Shop with the Cop. They, 33 kids, I believe, that they helped. I attended part of that, and it's always an event to see all the police cars, with the sirens going, pulling out of the parking lot there. And I'd like to congratulate Jerry Eiler and Elizabeth Whiteman for all their work on the ACOG projects. We've got $11 million tonight that the council approved. That's a pretty good night for the city of Moore, so congratulations to both of you.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to say thank you to everybody you mentioned. That's a great job. Okay, item number 20 is executive session. Section 307, Title 25 Oklahoma statutes permits a public body to meet in executive sessions for certain specified reasons under certain specified conditions. It is the opinion of the city attorney that the city council may consider and adopt a motion to meet in executive session to discuss the following items. Item A, discuss, consider, and if deemed appropriate, consider taking possible action regarding pending claim by Teresa Manning against the City of Moore, and authorization for legal counsel and staff to take action as necessary and appropriate in the interest of the city as authorized by 25 Oklahoma Statutes 307B-4. Item B is discuss, consider, and if deemed appropriate, consider taking possible action regarding pending claim by Airco Service against the City of Moore, and authorization for legal counsel and staff to take actions as necessary and appropriate in the interest of the city as authorized by 25 Oklahoma Statutes Oklahoma Statutes B 307B-4. Item C is convened executive session,
Make a
Do we
motion
have a
that we
motion on B?
convene to executive session?
Second?
Thank you both. Would you call for the vote?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes?
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, we're convened executive session.
I've got almost a week,
Done.
6 days.
Okay, thank you. Do we have a motion to reconvene to
Make a
executive?
motion that we reconvene from executive session.
Thank you. Would you call for the vote, please, on that?
Was there a second?
Second.
Louis Williams,
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes?
Glenn Lewis.
Yes.
On
Okay,
item A, I make a motion that we deny this claim.
Okay, thank you.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on item A. Would you call for the vote, please?
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes. The claim is denied. Item B,
Item B, I make a motion that we deny this claim also.
okay, thank you,
Second.
thank you. Would you call for the vote, please?
Mark Ham,
Yes?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes. Claim is denied. Okay. Item 21 is adjournment.
Make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
Thank you. Thank you both. Would you call for the vote, please?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, we're adjourned. Thank you for coming.